dance, come and dance with me. Hear the beat of the pounding sea. Ride, baby, ride, come and ride with me. Let your feet go easy.
What do you make of this?
Where does the other end go?
It dumps into the ocean.
It looks exactly like the South American Fantigua fish. I hope you can take one alive, Sheriff.
I still believe that a human clawed that girl to death.
The Beach Girls and the Monster. Starring John Hall, Sue Casey, and the glamorous Watusi dancing girls from Hollywood's famed Whiskey A Go-Go nightclub. Music by Frank Sinatra Jr.
You got a monster in the surf.
Chicks, do you have a problem? You won't have after you meet the monster on the beach. If you see this ghoul, play it cool. Beauties in bikinis, laughing, singing, surfing, sinning. Beach party lovers making hey hey in the moonlight while the monster waits and watches. Yeah. This one will kill you.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Thursday night Scream Stream Minisode. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening, everybody. Can we hear me?
Yes, I believe that we can.
Hey, we're good.
I believe that. Well, let's not. Hey, let's knock on wood.
We're off to a great start.
What
a great Thursday this is.
We can only. Hey, let's not count our chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, welcome to we're still calling it Minisodes, right?
Yeah, the Scream Stream. I didn't say it wrong, did I?
Oh no, I just wasn't listening.
Oh, okay. Oh well, yes. We're still on the minisodes. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I see we've got all of our good friends in the chat. Kathy, William, Thomas, Tom O, Joe Cola. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. We've also got a very good friend of the show, friend of the chat, in with us live tonight. Everybody give it up for our very good friend Alana, who's also in the house with us. Welcome, Alana.
Thank you. Hi, guys.
How you doing tonight, Alana?
Great. How are you guys?
Hey, we're
doing pretty good.
Another
Good.
day in paradise, right?
Yeah.
You know it.
I had a really good night's sleep last night.
You did?
I did. I've been feeling good all day.
Hey,
Awesome.
nothing beats that. Like if you,
Yeah.
but
True.
when was the last time I couldn't tell you. I don't know. It's, If you can't sleep good these days, then good on you. But we've got a lot of.
Whoa. We're all staying up late here.
Well, that's right. Tonight, yes, when it's our trivia night, we're always up late
For a good cause.
Right, exactly. Which not to get too far ahead of ourselves on the trivia, but Alana's she's making a play for champion again. She was our champion for Trivia of Terror the first go around, and she's been slowly, quietly making her way back up to the top. So But I'm going to bury the lead. We'll go over scores later. But
Yeah, speaking of which, I actually need to. I forgot to add those up.
so I did. I took care of it. I did go
Oh, you
back.
did?
Yes.
Okay, thank
I
you.
went
yeah.
back.
But
I got the scores. Don't worry.
I mean, I've got the receipts, but
Okay.
I'm glad
Well,
you
good.
took
Because
it.
maybe I'll see if you can if I check the math. But we should be good. We'll see. But again, we're going to leave you in suspense on that. The reason that Alana is here with us tonight is she's going to talk to us a little bit about her trip to LA, which, what was that now? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's going on a little over 2 weeks, I think.
Okay.
It's hard to, it's hard to remember. Like,
Yeah, once it starts, it starts slipping away pretty fast.
yeah, I know.
But I'm glad that we
what's
could
LA
get you
like in the
here.
winter. Is it just LA?
So
Does LA have a winter?
They yes, they do. Usually, and that's the reason we decided to go in January, was because it's supposed to be like in the 50s and 60s, which for me is like short sleeve and not cold, but for them they're freezing. But when I was there, it was in the like upper 70s and 80s instead. So that was, they didn't quite have a winter this year.
Good. Okay.
Okay. So already off to a great start when the weather, and then the weather stayed nice, pretty much. Nice.
It was beautiful. Yeah, it was just gorgeous. And then like the day we left, it was raining. So it was like perfect timing.
Wow. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, so again, LA is a pretty cool place if you haven't been there. I mean, again, you think of all the movies that we've watched on this show, how much of that has been shot in LA. So there's a lot of history. There's a lot of, there's just a lot of cool stuff to see and do. And
Gary, you've spent some time in LA, haven't you?
I did. I went out there for an internship. I stayed out there for 2 months. I will not say that I lived out there because I don't think that that's fair to classify it that way.
2 months.
I got comfortable. I'll tell you that.
Did you receive any mail at any point?
That's a good question. No, I don't think I did.
Okay.
No, because my housing setup was sketchy. But that's a story for another time. Yeah. Then I went out there for a week. Like, gosh, it's been 7 years ago, 6.5 years ago, since the last time I was out there. But again, so Alana's been out there recently. So who better to tell us about it? And if you haven't been there, then Alana, again, Alana will enlighten us. But yeah. So and we've got pictures. That's the nice thing too. Plenty of pictures. So first picture I've got is of Alana's hotel, which and all these pictures, of course, Alana took, but look at that view. Isn't that, so that was from your hotel room?
Yeah, that's Marina Del Rey. That was, literally just out our balcony. Every morning I woke up to that and before bed went out there and looked at it. And you can't quite see it, but there's some piers or like docks out by the boats, and like at night, sea lions that would be sleeping there, and you'd hear them. It was pretty crazy. It was amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I miss it. It's so pretty.
Well, it's gorgeous. Yeah. Was that sunrise or sunset?
That was sunrise.
Okay.
That was the first sunrise, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That LA sunrise. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Gorgeous.
So beautiful.
And so then next we've got a really good picture of the Hollywood sign, which again, that's a landmark, that's a staple. How is it getting around there, like that area?
So that was the day that we took like a bus tour, like one of those kind of mini buses. It was really nice. It was like air conditioned stuff, but going up into the hills was like really scary. That was probably the most like just kind of anxious that I was, I think, the entire time I was there. That was a little harrowing. I
absolutely believe that. Last time I was there, I got really car sick driving through the hills, like multiple times. It was awful. It was really, It's so winding and up and down.
It
just
is.
gets
We lucked
so-
out because our bus driver had driven city buses there in LA for like 30 years. So like he knew what he was doing.
That's
So
awesome.
that was kind of like an added level of like, okay, I think I'm gonna make it.
Wow. That is wild. So, and then you got a great picture with the Hollywood sign behind you. That's amazing.
I did, yeah. My
Her-
husband took that.
I was
me.
gonna say, I figured. I mean, the composition is amazing. It's great.
Yes.
Uh,
He's a photographer, so he knows what he's doing.
Okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say because I never got a good picture in front of the Hollywood sign. I was really jealous when I was like, man, like
Yeah.
all the time I spent out there, I never got a good picture. But
Yeah.
That's a really nice photo.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really happy with how it turned out. So something, like you see in movies all the time and you're just like,
Mhm.
it was hard to believe like, hey, I'm standing here. That was pretty cool.
right, it's history. That's
It
It
is.
looks so tiny. The sign, the little. It looks like it says
really small.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
I think they said that the letters are like 45 feet tall though. Like they're much taller than you think they would be.
They are. I've hiked up to like the trail that goes
Mhm.
up and behind it, and it's it's massive. It's definitely big. But it's it's so cool. It's just, I mean, just when you see it, you're like, oh my god, that's it. Like there's just
Yeah.
uncanniness, right?
It is. Yeah, it's just like it's very surreal, I think.
100%. And then we've got it looks like you took a trip to the Paramount lot.
I did. That was like a last minute idea. We were gonna go to a botanical garden and we actually just couldn't walk much more. So we're like, golf cart tour? Heck yes.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
So did you just sign? Was it just something you were able to sign up for pretty easy, or did you like kind of luck into it? Like,
Yeah, there's like four studios in the area that do tours, and I didn't really want to get into like Universal just because of like the theme park and stuff. I was like, I
Right.
want something that's a little, more low key. And this was actually not very. Oh, this is the day we went to the La Brea Tar Pits, and it's really near that.
Ooh.
And so we just decided like last second to do it. So it's a really nice tour. It's like a couple, like they have a couple of different tiers, but we just did like the regular one.
right.
A couple hours. They like tell you some really awesome history about stuff, show you how they use certain parts of their lot to film things. So that was really interesting, and like talked about Foley work and like how they did effects for like sound effects for like a quiet place. That was pretty cool. They showed how they did that, like the noises that the monsters make in that. They were using a taser on grapes, and I was like, that's like insane to me.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
whatever they get inventive with that stuff. It's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
they really do.
And hey, Jack, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well tonight. I see Lauren and Sears is in the house. Welcome, Sears.
Hey guys.
But yeah, and so you got a good picture of the water tower, which is like a another little. And then
I
now
did.
tell us about this. So I guess this is why you were there. You got this picture with the Oscar, right?
So I didn't know that was going to happen, and they have like some memorabilia up front while you're waiting, and then they take you in this next room and kind of talk to you through it. And they have a little case that has like an Oscar in it, and they're like, you can hold it. And he was telling us about it, and it's actually the Oscar for War of the Worlds, the sound effects or special effects from that. I guess it was the only film that was up for that year. Like there was no other film, so it was kind of like a shoe-in. But that was really special. Like knowing that it came from that film, that was yeah. I mean, it kind of felt like it was meant to be, because I was like, it was a movie that like means something, to me.
Right.
So.
Okay.
That was
yeah,
pretty-
I was wondering.
wow.
I was wondering what movie that.
Yeah.
came from. Okay. For the it's you know what I feel bad. I haven't actually watched it all the way through. So that's a blind spot.
Disappointed.
I know. I've got to fix that. I've got Sears wants to know if it was heavy.
It was surprisingly heavy. Yeah, I was trying to think of like how much I think it weighs. Probably in the neighborhood of like maybe 5 pounds, maybe 5 to 6 pounds. So it's definitely has some heft to it.
Okay. Not light.
No, definitely not. It's not hollow by any means.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
The real deal. And then
yes.
Stage 11.
Yeah, stage 11, I think. I'm trying to remember because we just kind of went to a bunch of different stages, but they let us go in there because they weren't filming anything. But I think that was one of them where they've had filmed parts of like Vertigo in, which was really cool.
Okay, cool.
So that was pretty awesome. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Yeah. Some really awesome stuff. So
yeah, I mean Paramount, like, you know, you think, I mean, again, any classic Hollywood like studio, you know, you're just within a foot of history and like so many different classic films. So
absolutely.
God, that's so cool. And then so that was all right. So now the next,
we actually did not see anybody famous.
Oh really?
What we did see though, can you hear Evan?
Hold on. I'll get him back.
I can hear you, but I don't think.
No, we've got you now, Evan. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw. So they're filming The Rookie there for I think ABC or something. But we didn't see anybody famous, or if we did, I didn't know who they were because I don't really watch that. But they had a bunch of like, they were getting lunch and stuff like that. So going through like craft and stuff like that. So, sadly, no, I didn't. I was kind of shocked. I didn't see one person. We went a lot of places in Hollywood and LA and stuff, but
it's kind of surprising. Like it is the 2 months that I was out there, like constantly moving around. I didn't see a single celebrity. Right, I was out there, but the 1 week that I was out there, we were on a lot, and we briefly saw Leo with a hat on, and he was like just walking along, and then he saw that it was a bunch of like my classmates that we saw him, and he ducked behind a bush.
Of course,
so that was pretty classic like Leo behavior. Yeah, right. So that was cool. Even just seeing him from afar doing something ridiculous like that. Nice. But yeah, it's surprising. You really don't see like a ton of celebrities out there. But then okay, so you were telling me, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself with the pictures, but you were telling me that you went on it was a whale sighting tour or like a
so that's just it's one of my bucket list things is I wanted to see whales and in the wild and stuff like that. And so I went down to Newport Beach and just took a whale watching like boat, and no whales, but that's okay because we saw dolphins, and that, like I was telling Garrett earlier, like life-changing for me as a Midwestern girl, that you just don't see stuff like that. And like moms and babies, and stuff like that was really amazing. There was their pod was kind of broken up into different areas, but it was amazing to see like how I think it's like the Gulf or whatever, where the fish will follow like the stream or whatever, and they come and they hunt for fish, and so that's where we found them and stuff. So there was probably at least 100 of them. It was really amazing.
100 of them?
So
yeah,
cool.
there was
No
probably
way.
at least 100 of them. Yeah, I have some really cool videos I didn't send you, but yeah, this is just like a very small portion of what it is.
Yeah,
There's a baby up front there. I didn't realize.
I feel like I'd probably cry if I saw 100 dolphins.
I did actually. I saw a little baby.
I've seen a couple together. Yeah, if I saw 100, it was the way you would described it as like a life kind of, affirming like just this wild experience. Wow, that is nuts.
Like I said, it was just really, it changed. I mean, it really changed my life. Like, it just, I think brought a lot of things into focus. We kind of get lost in the day to day and everything that's going on, and just seeing, animals out there doing their own thing. Like it just, I don't know, kind of humbles you and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, again, 100. That's just like,
it was insane.
They're just in their natural habitat, just doing their thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And then we could kind of see the fish, or there was like a school of fish that was like moving around. We're like, okay, they're definitely like feeding on a pretty large school of whatever these fish were under there. So I could see where they were, but it wasn't very common. The captain told us it wasn't super common to see them like in the area that we saw them. So we're the first ones like out that day that had seen them. And I don't think they had seen that specific type of dolphin for like a long time in that area. So that was really, really cool.
Wow. You guys got lucky.
We did. Yeah, we really did.
Wow. And so then I see that, hold on, let me get through my pictures here. So what is, so this boat, tell did you go on this boat or were you?
Yeah. So that's the Queen Mary.
I thought so.
Yeah, it was the Queen Mary. It's in Long Beach. We took the Pacific Coastal Highway. Which just goes, you know, around, and it's like, that's so scenic. But Queen Mary is another thing that's been on my bucket list because I'm a little like spooky girl that loves ghosty stuff, and something stuck in my brain since I was a little kid is one of the standout like unsolved mysteries episodes from the original series was about that. And so went on the paranormal tour, just happened to like chance into it and saw where that supposedly happened. And there's like a little girl that they can hear her voice in the pool area. Just like, apparently this happens frequently. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
So that was a whole paranormal tour?
There's a couple of tours. There's like a history one because it was a mail ship between the UK and America for a while, and then World War II broke out, and then it was a warship, and it would take troops back and forth between the fronts and the UK and then US and stuff like that. But they had like a shipwreck, or they had hit another ship and busted in half in the front of it. So they took us out of like the cargo hold where that happened. That was really weird. And just some really cool history about it. Just kind of all the people that had been on there, like some of the big band people, and a lot of the original fixtures and like, you know, elevators and rooms and stuff like that. It was really, really beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the ship from Arrested
Development? Yes,
Development?
Evan. That was what I was going to say, where I recognize the Queen Mary from is Arrested Development, because that's the pilot episode opens with them on the Queen Mary having a party, and then it descends into the chaos that is that show. But yeah, the Queen Mary features prominently in a couple episodes. So when I saw that picture, I was like, is that the Queen Mary?
It's like, I know I've seen this before.
It is.
Oh, wow. You gotta love that. And then I believe that you had, so it looks like you had tacos, Trejo's Tacos.
Yeah, Danny Trejo has a couple of different restaurants out there. That was at the LA Farmers Market. On our bus tour, we stopped there for like lunch, and we're just like, well, we're here, like we have to try Trejo's Tacos, and they're pretty solid. Like I'm a Mexican food connoisseur, like the real good stuff, and they're actually shockingly delicious. So Danny knows what he's talking about.
Ew.
Yeah. But he has like donut shops and stuff around LA as well, apparently. But we didn't stop with those. But I highly recommend him. Like if you go out there or whatever, try him out.
Try him out. Trejo's Tacos.
Try him out.
Is the donut shop called Trejo's Donuts?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
I would hope so.
I mean, that's all you need is his name and his likeness. That's really
right. Yeah, he's not in the back making the donuts and the tacos. You wouldn't think.
Not today, anyways.
Yeah, unless it's just the work has just been really slow. So,
welcome, Boinkbot, by the way.
Boinkbot, welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah. So then it looks like you told us that you went to the La Brea Tar Pits.
Yeah, so the Liberator tar pits is another like bucket list thing for me. I'm like paleo girl, like paleontology has been one of my big interests since I was like little tiny. So that was really cool just to kind of you hear about it and stuff, but like being there, you kind of understand exactly what's happening. And get a good idea of like, okay, like the work that they're actually doing. And it was really interesting because they actually have like active pits where people are every single day pulling fossils out, like literally every single day. They have a lot of really cool like fossils inside the museum there that they've pulled out. So like a totally intact like woolly mammoth. There's some saber-toothed tiger things, and like a lot of places you go to museums, you might have like replica, like the bone is like replica, and they're like, no, this is the real deal here. Like the actual bones that are on display are the real bones. But yeah, that's a replica of a woolly mammoth, and
yeah, that looks wild.
It was wild. It was really cool.
The sheet,
and
those tusks.
Yes. They have a lab area, and you can watch the scientists like brush off like the fossils, and they talk and little plaques talking about like what they're looking at and stuff, and that was really, really interesting as well.
Okay, yeah, that's where I lived, out near kind of the tar pits area.
Oh yeah.
When I was there for the 2 months, never went out there. I was so close. Just never mind.
Never too late.
Well, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Never too late. And old radios in the house. Welcome, old radios. Hope you're doing well tonight. And then of course we were back around to the sea lions. And so then the last like batch of photos, it wouldn't be a trip to LA if you didn't. I mean, you say you didn't see celebrities, but that's not true, Alana. Technically, that you did see some celebrities. They were just in the ground, or interred in some way.
Yes.
So tell us about those. Yeah. So the first picture we've got looks like David Lynch. David Lynch's resting place there.
Yeah. He's at Hollywood Forever. We went after Paramount. It's like literally right behind it, and so we just walked over there and just wandered around to see what was there. Like I kind of knew a few of the things, but I just happened to run into his grave. I was looking for, I think, Johnny Ramone, and I just happened to like, that's probably the freshest looking one there. And there was like people standing around it, like they were just like fans, I think, that were like really touched by it. But that was really cool. I didn't really have a lot of time to but it took me a second. I was like, oh, okay, like I've looked at that picture a few times just to kind of see like what people have left and like what he meant to people, and so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I love the bag of Cheetos there in front of the grave. As you know, David Lynch loved his Cheetos. Oh shit, I lost Evan again. Dang it. Hold on. Get him back in here. Sorry, Evan. Hold on. Gotcha. Got you back.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Was David Lynch a Coke guy?
I was wondering that too, because I saw the Cokes there. I didn't know him to be a Coke guy. The coffee's
I can respect that. I'm also a Coke guy.
The Cheetos, though. I mean, right, Evan? I mean, we know.
Of course, yeah. The Cheetos.
The man loves his Cheetos.
He likes his Cheetos and his coffee.
Yeah. I love to see that. And then, of course, and it's kind of sad to me, the juxtaposition of how David Lynch's area looks, surrounded by tributes, and then Bela Lugosi, he's got a rock.
Yeah. Bela's in Holy Cross, which is in Culver City. So it's a lot quieter there. But it's really pretty. There's a number of graves there, but there was nobody there when I was there. It was just very quiet and stuff. But I stood there and talked to him and just said, thank you for everything that you gave us, and just kind of talked about, what his legacy kind of meant. And I actually talked about the stream a little bit, just because it means so much to us,
Yeah.
So
you told Bela about us.
I did, yeah. So he knows about you guys now. So
that
was really touching moment for me.
Well, that's I'm so just again, it's like we have gotten so much entertainment out of Bela Lugosi movies.
Patron saint.
Yeah,
The
patron saint. So
of the
appreciate
stream.
you, paying tribute, and that's amazing. And then it looks like you saw where John Candy's at, and
Yeah, John Candy is also in Holy Cross.
really
He's in
beautiful. Like I guess he's in a
Mausoleum,
Yeah.
And John Candy for us is one of our family's very, very favorites. Like, Great Outdoors is probably one of the most important films to our family, like just across the generations. We have so many memories on that, but just he has always been a favorite. And I watched his the documentary that they did about him recently, and just saying like what a kind person he was. It was like awe-inspiring to stand there and just I talked to him for a little bit too. So it was really beautiful, like where he's at. I'm just like, you deserve this beautiful place to rest.
I mean, right?
What's
It's
so nice is there stained glass I'm seeing in the light?
Yeah, it's on the opposite side. Like there's a stained glass on the opposite side, so it's kind of just like I think brown marble or whatever on the wall, but yeah, inside I guess it's a mausoleum, not a mausoleum. What do they call them? Maybe it is just a bunch of people like interred in the walls and stuff like that. But there's a lot of really beautiful artwork in that specific building.
Wow. I mean, no, that's the special thing, that there's actually a place to go and pay your respects to these people. Like that's a special thing. Like, again, you think about, I mean, again, I'm sure I'm kind of just talking off the top of my head here, but I mean, I think for a lot of people, cremation is kind of the way that a lot of people go nowadays, but and so in a lot of those cases, like you don't always have like a place like or like a monument or like, so there's just something like special about being able to go to those like resting places and go and spend some time and, it's.
Yeah. And especially when somebody has been important through your life and then you live through the point at which they die and you have to kind of process that.
Right.
And even though he's been gone for quite a while, like he's still part of my life as an adult. And so it's just another thing. You're just like, okay, well, I did this. And like, it's it is really special.
And then, I mean, and so then no trip to Hollywood would be complete if you didn't take a trip to the Walk of Fame. So it looks like you got
That's true.
out to that very which I know that is a chaotic scene. Like you feel like you have to go there, and then you get out there and you're like, oh, that's kind of like sucks, but it's a lot.
It's awful.
It's overwhelming. It is.
It's awful. It was the last part of the bus tour that we took, and our bus driver told us to leave everything on the bus so that he could lock it. Don't take your purse. Don't take anything with you. So we just took phones and took pictures, and we're like very aware of your surroundings. But yeah, saw Bob Hope. I was really excited to see Roger Corman's star. I was kind of sad that it was kind of cracked and needed some repair and stuff, but saw some ones that meant something to me, like David Bowie, and it was cool. It's very sad that like how it's being treated today, I think.
Right. And you got to see Roger Corman's star.
Yeah.
I see you. Very nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was the first one that I noticed. Like we literally just walked out and it was like right there, and I was like, okay, this is pretty neat.
I mean, again, not quite the same as a resting place, but it's still kind of just this little kind of public monument that you can go and be like, oh, this person, like, here's their little shrine, here's their little place, like.
Well, and they would have, they would have been there more than likely they would have been there for like when it was unveiled and stuff like that. So just a piece of history.
Right. Wow. I mean, and then I see you you got to go see where Mel Blanc is at, which I mean, hopefully
he's in Hollywood forever.
A good like full-bodied yell when you were standing by that. You let it like, wow! Yeah.
It was
Turn
really
out
funny. We
that
actually,
light.
we just parked and we didn't realize he was there. Like he was literally right outside of our car when we parked. We're just like, oh, he's. So I was like, okay, this is like we're meant to find him. But
Isn't
I
that
love
just the funny thing about like when you're going out to a cemetery in LA, you just pull up and there's someone you know right there.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, it is very funny.
oh gosh. And then I'm trying. Oh, Hattie McDaniel has like a nice kind of different type of. It's more of like a monument.
It's a memorial. She's not actually buried there.
Okay.
I don't believe they were allowing African American people to be in that area, but I can't remember when. I think it was maybe in the 1990s they put her memorial there. But it's really beautiful. I have another picture I don't think I sent you, but like the flower bush behind it is just really gorgeous. It's a nice kind of homage to her or whatever.
Yeah, that was in the pictures you sent me. Like that was okay. This is something different. Like this is
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And then we're back around to David Lynch. So those are the pictures that I have. But was there any other big highlights, things that you did, or the things that stood out that we didn't get in the pictures?
It was just every day was just something new. Just getting to experience something new that like feeds your soul. So for me, everything was kind of a big deal, but in the grand scheme of things, I think what we've shared is probably the highlights for sure.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you sharing those pictures with us and
thanks, guys.
Talking to us about your trip, because I mean, again,
it's a magical trip. That was awesome.
It was amazing. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Well, hey, anytime. And I mean, again, the floor is always open. If you're doing something cool or interesting and you want to talk to us about it, you want to talk to our friends in the chat out there about it, we're here. We're happy to have you on, and happy to have Alana on here. Alana's now like comfortable. She's been on a few times between this and then the Wheel of Movies, which got another Wheel of Movies coming up soon in a few weeks.
Hell yeah.
So if anybody's trying to try their hand, I know Alana will be back in the mix. I hope. We'll see. I will. If anybody else wants to volunteer, I'm totally free to let anybody else, but I'm ready to take down Fresh. So okay, hey, it's all about a healthy competition, right? We like a good competition. And speaking of competition, we're Alana, again, as we said, Alana's been she's been moving her way up in Trivia of Terror, and let's not forget Alana created Trivia of Terror. And so, big ups to you for that. I forget, or I feel like it's been a while since I mentioned that. So, and you were the first champion. So we've only got two more opportunities to score points. So, we'll let you, we're going to be getting our first question shortly. So we'll let you go and prepare and get ready to compete with your fellow chatters out there, but we appreciate you hanging out with us and telling us about your trip. It was awesome. Bye, guys. All right, bye, Alana. There she goes. And again, it's so nice to hear about like what everybody's doing, what you got going on. We're always here blabbing about ourselves, and
we're just sitting here in the studio.
So we're happy to sit back and let you guys do it.
Go out and see the world.
Right, exactly. But no, that was great. That was so awesome. That was again, LA, pretty cool place. And she picked a great time of year, honestly. Not super hot, and it's 80 degrees in January. So very nice. And like we said, we're back on to our trivia. We've got 2 more opportunities to score points tonight and next Thursday. And again, of course, as always, enjoying another chapter of The Clutching Hand, which we've only got 3 chapters left to go. So we'll get 1 tonight, and then we'll finish off with 2 next week. So if you've been following along, our trivia has been kind of like started out with like about people involved in our serial, The Clutching Hand, and then it kind of moved to questions about the literary origins of our hero of this serial. And then it went into the inspiration for the origins of this serial, Sherlock Holmes. And we're now back around to actors because I'm literally like struggling for questions. So if anybody's got any like suggestions,
Mind this vein dry.
I mean, I seriously have. So for our final round of questions next week, if anybody's got suggestions for what the final round of trivia, what the questions should be, I'm kind of open to suggestions right now. I haven't come up with anything.
About LA.
About, ooh.
LA trivia.
That's actually a great idea. Dang. I blew that opportunity, didn't I? Jeez Louise. It's all right. We'll survive. I'll just come up with no. But no, we've got our 4 questions. Like I said, we're background to actors, and I actually think this helps us recap where we left off. Because our detective that's trying to solve this mystery of this missing scientist, Craig Kennedy, the detective, last where we left off, he was in the middle of a car chase with one of these like bad guys from the rough sailors bar. I don't know what else to call it, you know. But that was where we left off. I guess that one of the guys, he didn't Shanghai Craig Kennedy. He shanghaied the other guy. But then there was like there was like a fight, and then Craig Kennedy went back in the same disguise to the bar and then chased this dude down in the car. And this act
ran off the road or
right.
something.
Yeah, ran off the road, terrible car crash. I'm sure he'll be fine. They're always fine. But the actor playing the bad guy, who we will see at the beginning of this, credited here as Charles Locher. We know him better as John Hall, which is kind of the name that he took later on. And we have seen him before, way back when we watched The Beach Girls and The Monster. Fans of Universal Horror will know him for 2 outings as the Invisible Man. So that was not quite as popular. He was the Invisible Agent, which was a World War II themed, more adventure film where the invisible potion is given to the soldier who has to go infiltrate the Nazis. It's fun. It's a Universal Horror movie.
Does he still wear the bandages over his face?
I know he puts on a cream at some point. He does like, I think something like that. It's been a while, so that one's not as much in circulation. It's kind of harder to find. But then he was in the 4th and final Invisible Man movie they did, The Invisible Man Returns. No, The Invisible Man's Revenge. And he's playing an entirely different Invisible Man who's just kind of like crazy. And it's a weird movie. I like it though. There's something weird about it that I like, even though it's not really good. I don't know. It's got John Carradine as a mad scientist, but John Hall, again, if you may be familiar from that stuff, he also did some adventure films that were very popular. So that's who we're going to be getting into tonight, is John Hall. Since he's like really the only other actor whose filmography I can dissect with any meaningful questions. I wanted to do the Craig Kennedy actor, and I didn't feel that there was enough.
There's just nothing to say.
I mean, he's been in a lot, don't get me wrong. He's been in a lot of movies that we've shown on the program. He's been in The Ape Man. He's been in The Rogue's Tavern. He's been in like multiple movies that we've shown on the show or Universal horror movies, but he's like, especially later on, like uncredited or like he's like barely got a speaking part. So it's just kind of like, I feel like I'd just be like, which one of these ape horror movies was he in? And I don't know. It's just all the questions I felt like would be the same. So,
I mean, I guess trivia is trivia. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that was the same guy.
I mean, yeah, but that's, I feel like we're just limited with that. So,
yeah.
That's
what do we want?
Well, I think it's time for some, and we're gonna see. We're not gonna say anything. We're gonna see if our boy is in or out of commission tonight. I don't know.
Crank up old Trivia Bot.
We'll see what Trivia Bot's feeling tonight. So if everybody's ready, we're gonna try to get the first question right now. Yeah, Trivia Bot sucks. I'm gonna try one thing, just to see what happens here. Okay, we'll see if this works. All right, Trivia Bot. I summon you, Trivia Bot. No, not gonna happen.
Okay.
So that's fine. So we won't worry. It's been doing this security alert thing. Hold on, let me approve this security alert and make sure.
Is this Trivia Bot trying to hack your computer?
I think that's what Google is afraid of, but we've never had this problem.
They've given AI too much power.
I guess, dude. Okay, we're gonna try one more time because I think Trivia Bot should be working right now. Okay, damn you, Trivia Bot. All right, we got I would run it manually, so we're gonna go ahead and get the first question right now. John Hall, who he's playing Frank Hobart here, became a star in The Hurricane, 1937, directed by John Ford, Howard Hawks, William Wyler, or Michael Curtiz. So John Hall became a star with The Hurricane from 1937, which was directed by who? Who could it be? I wonder who. Whoa, loud music there. So get your answers here. These are all very famous directors from the olden times. Action directors. All kind of studio men. Fresh in the house. Hope you are recovering okay. Yes, Fresh is representing C for concussion tonight. I hope he's recovering okay. Add another injury to the list, right? Give everybody a few more seconds. Get your answers in here. And that's your time. So, the correct answer was A, John Ford. So, John Ford, most famous for his Western films, movies with John Wayne. But he did this film called The Hurricane, which I think John Carradine is also in. And that was the movie that kind of put John Hall on the map. So let's look. We got a good number of right answers there. Thomas got it, and Joe Cola, and Thomas again. And Kathy and Lauren. So if you want me to, Evan, I can read off the scores as I've got them, if that would be
sure.
That would help you.
Yeah, so we keep a good running tally.
Right.
Yeah. Where do things
So,
lie
do you
right
want me to
now?
go by the order that they answered, or by the order of like the highest to lowest scores?
I guess like the highest to lowest, and
Okay.
I'll add from there.
All right. So, coming in at first right now is Joe Cola with 90, and Joe was our second right answer there, so he get 9. So that's gonna bring him up to a 99.
Good job, Joe.
Very nice. And then second, we've got Alana with 89. So Alana, let's see, Alana had C. So, but she's right there. She's in the hunt. Then we had Sears with 86. Let's see, what was Sears? Okay, so, and then Thomas was 65. And Thomas was our first correct answer there. He got 10, so that'll go up to 75 for Thomas. And then we got Fresh with 39. And then Jack with 30. And we've got Cat. Am I going too fast, Evan?
No,
Okay.
got it.
Then we got Kathy with 37, and she just got
She just got 8, so now she's at 45.
okay, 45, perfect. Then we had Lauren with 10, and
So she's at 17 now.
17, very nice. And then we've got Wayne with 9. All right, so that's what we've got.
It's the lay of the land right now. Good job, everybody.
As we have it,
It's a high scoring game.
Yeah, it's getting up there. It's pretty nice to see. Let's see. I want to make sure we didn't have anybody. Okay. All right. Very nice. Well, very good, everybody. We still got 3 more questions for tonight, so don't worry. Plenty of opportunities left to score some points for our penultimate game. We've got to get into our next to penultimate chapter of The Clutching Hand, chapter 13. And again, we left off, Craig Kennedy just went off a cliff in a car. So what's anybody's guess? I mean, we all know
He's dead.
completely gone. So, anything before we get into it, Evan?
So, how crazy would it be if those Hollywood stars, if that actually was the resting place of all those people?
Wait, what?
Don't you think it would be more significant if you don't even have to go to the graveyard, you just go to their star?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. True, good point. But again, then you have to brave the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and it is. We're not lying to you, Evan. It is hell on earth. It is nightmarish. You will get conned so hard.
Oh no.
You will have people in costumes running up to you, trying to get you to take pictures with them, so then you have to pay them for the pictures. You've got people trying to hand you their mixtape, so that then you have to give them money for the, and they'll put this stuff in your hands. And you'll be like, "Oh, are you giving this to me?" They're like, "No, I need $20." You're like, "Well, I don't want this."
Why don't you just walk around with your pockets pulled out and a shirt that says "I don't have any money"?
I mean, you could only hope that would work. If there's even a cent on you, there's gonna be somebody around sniffing it out.
They're gonna say, "Hey, I think that guy has money."
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, on that note, Evan, if you've got it queued up,
I do.
then we are going to go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of Chapter 13 of The Clutching Hand right now. And I may get an ad, hopefully not. Ah, dang it. I got one.
Oh, okay, I'll pause.
Of course. All right, come on, get out of here now. And it's going to pause if I'm not looking at it. Freaking ads. Oh my gosh. Why two? Okay. All right, here we go. We need to get back in the lab, man. I feel like it's been a while since we've been messing around.
We've been out at sea.
True, we were out at sea. I forgot about that.
Shanghai,
briefly.
Yeah, there's your T-shirt. I got Shanghaied at the tough customer semen bar. Whatever it's called.
I think that's exactly what it's called.
We haven't seen the exterior, have we? There's no sign.
No.
It could be called anything.
The Nelly D, that was the name.
That's the ship.
The Noted Detective. Noted. Wait a second. Okay. So Hobart is our actor that we've got the trivia on tonight.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. He rigged up that telephone or the book.
Yeah.
The gun that got set off by the telephone. Yeah, so imagine driving around these hills, how sick you'd get. And that's probably a close representation of what you'd feel.
He's fine.
Shit. He's gonna get up and wipe himself off.
Were you hurt?
Literally.
Got the car here. Yeah. Give me a ride back to
I was thrown clear. I'm fine. I jumped out at the last second. Here we go.
We're back in Craig Kennedy's lab, so that's something.
Yeah, back in A lab.
Oh gosh, yeah, Alana, I don't think I've ever had a panic attack, but when I was getting sick, I was like
Kennedy.
starting to get to that point where I was like, how much longer are we gonna have to be on these roads? Like, I can't do this
Take a
anymore.
look at this.
I have to get out of here.
The records show that he was released the day before Dr. Geronda disappeared.
You're coming to us with a suspect now? We don't even know who this guy is. Yep, that's him.
That clinches it.
Oh, great. Well, I'm glad we solved
Joe
that.
Mitchell killed Montgomery.
What was his motive?
We'll clear that up when we find out why Mrs. Geronda came to Hobart's room.
Where does Hobart fit in?
Perhaps it's the old story of thieves falling out.
Situation makes it look bad for Mrs. Geronda, eh?
Before we jump at conclusions, let's see what Mrs. Geronda has to say.
I feel like we're finally starting to get somewhere with this mystery. Maybe.
Stop acting like a caged animal.
I don't like that crack.
You've got no one to blame but yourself for spoiling the best chance you ever had of making a fortune.
That's my hard luck and a break for you. Your end of the Geronda Gold formula will make you plenty. Come on, do I get what I want?
I guess you do.
And that's the whole sordid story.
Of course. And I'm glad you told me the truth, Mrs. Geronda.
And Mother has nothing to worry about anymore.
Nothing. You'll just stay here with your mother. I have an appointment downstairs. Thank you.
Well, we didn't get to hear any of it. What? This sucks. Well, that's it. That's the whole business.
Well, it didn't take you long.
No, I'm glad to say
Goddamn paintings.
I've cleared up Mrs. Geronda's connection with this case.
She came clean, eh?
Yes. She was married to Joe Mitchell when he was sent to prison.
On what charge?
Blackmail. Divorced
God, this
Mitchell and
freaking
married
butler.
Dr. Geronda. When Mitchell was released from the penitentiary, he
trying to remember his
immediately began
name.
to blackmail Mrs. Geronda.
Threatened to tell that she was the wife of an ex-convict, eh?
Yes. And Mitchell's appearance shortly after Dr. Geronda vanished made it look bad for both of them.
Did she tell what she was doing in the colonnade when Montgomery was stabbed?
It seems that she had an appointment in the colonnade with Mitchell. And when Montgomery came in, she left. She didn't want Montgomery to see her talking to Mitchell.
But why did Mitchell do away with Montgomery?
Mitchell believed that Montgomery was spying on them and killed him.
Oh.
Hey, Craig, Shirley's got some information that might mean a break in this case for you.
What is it, Miss McMillan?
Mr. Denton asked me to come to his apartment, and while I was waiting in the reception room, I overheard him talking to a man named Hobart.
There it is.
What did they say?
Hobart said he first had to get some assets at the Harbor Hotel to take aboard ship before leaving the country.
Anything else?
Denton told Hobart he had no one to blame for the trouble he was in but himself.
Jenna's in the house.
mention
Welcome,
what the
Jenna.
trouble was?
Hope you're doing well tonight.
No, but Mr. Hobart said that Mr. Denton's share of the Geronda Gold formula would make him
I
a
love
very
that,
rich
Alana.
man.
That's great.
Yes? Continue.
Help
Well, I thought
Geronda,
Mr.
help,
Denton
help
was coming into the
Geronda.
reception room, so I told the butler I couldn't wait, and that I would see Mr. Denton later.
Gone? We've got to find out what these assets are that Hobart has hidden at the Harbor Hotel.
The Harbor
Denton
Hotel.
called you again, Miss McMillan. You make some excuse until you hear from me. All right, Gaunt. Come on, Walter.
Nice. Well, it's been a
Number
while
8.
since we've seen the clutching hand.
sir.
Number
Number
3.
3.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Present.
Number 8. You get the subject aboard the Nellie D at once.
Yes, sir.
Number 2. You help number 8 take care of Captain Hansen.
Yes, sir.
Ding, ding, ding. All right, let's take a break right there. I think that's probably gonna be a good spurt.
right.
A good spurt. So we got some movement happening, which is good. It's a positive sign, right? But we're going back to the boat, huh?
Oh, gosh.
Right?
Yeah,
That's what they said. Back to the Nelly D, right?
I kind of I kind of tuned out there for a second because I was laughing so hard about Rhonda Geronda.
Yeah, I never thought of that until Alana brought it up, and now I'm like, it's how could we not make that joke? How could we have not thought of that yet?
J. Cola.
J. Cola. Yeah, I mean, to me, I feel like we're getting a little more of the mystery kind of unraveled, but I still couldn't tell you like what it's all building up to. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who, we haven't seen Dr. Geronda in God knows when.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
we've got an extra suspect now.
Yeah, it's kind of funny the way that people are around and then they disappear, or we're spending a lot of time in one place and then we're gone from there for a long time. And it's just, I get that it's all in the service of keeping the mystery alive, but like, again, it's, there's a laziness to it. These serials are not known for their like expert writing, it's just kind of like, not like nowadays. Well, I mean, you have some bad writing nowadays too, don't get me wrong, but serialized storytelling has come a long way since these serials, that's for sure. I don't know, we'll see what happens. And hey, I'm just glad that the night that I decided to do trivia on this actor, he's like, they're talking about his character a lot. So we're like, oh yeah, it's this guy. Okay, like, we have a frame of reference. We can, put a face to the name.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. And speaking of, I think we're gonna go ahead and get to our next trivia question. And before that though, I cannot express enough how pissed I am that TriviaBot's not working. Cause it's just, I checked over things. I didn't run a test because I didn't want that to happen. What happened a couple weeks ago where I run a test and it doesn't work. But it honestly, it has not worked since that test. I didn't change anything. I didn't do anything. So I don't know. I was troubleshooting today and
I mean, I don't want to say, but maybe it's time to retire TriviaBot.
Well, it's certainly, I'm not going to rely on it next week. But I hope the time between the end of this season of trivia and the beginning of next, we'll have TriviaBot rehabilitated. Yeah. That's what we were talking about last time. TriviaBot's got to go to rehab and be rehabilitated. So that'll come at some point. But if everybody's ready, we're gonna go ahead and get our second trivia question right now. In how many jungle adventure films was Hall paired with Maria Montez? 3, 6, 9, or 12. So John Hall, the actor, was in these jungle adventure films that were shot in Technicolor by Universal, and they did a number. So what is it? 3, 6, 9, or 12? We're gonna see the trailers for 2 of these films at the break, so there's at least 2. But how many are there? That is for...
Well, we know there's at least 3, right?
Sorry, my headphones cut out. Do what?
How much time we got left on the clock?
About 5 seconds.
5, 4...
3, 2, 1. And there we go. That's the time, and the correct answer was B6. So We got we got a good number of right answers on the board. But yeah, I mean, 6 movies. I'm sure they were sick of each other after the first couple. I feel like actors.
Good job, Jack, J. Colo, Lauren, and Kathy there.
Okay, very nice. So we're gonna have some movement on the leaderboard.
We sure will. Let's see. J. Cole is solidifying his lead here.
Okay, starting to pull ahead a little bit.
And Kathy's moving up. But yeah, no movement on the in the top 3.
No. Oh, like no changes. No changes.
Yeah.
Okay. What are okay, no. So we got we had Joe and Lauren and Kathy on the board. And Jack, Joe, Lauren, and Kathy. Very nicely done. So, yes, for this break, we're gonna get 2 trailers for a couple of the 6 films that were part of this series, which it didn't really have a name. It was just like the same, like 2 lead actors kind of in these different adventure stories. So the first one, I believe, is Arabian Nights, and I think maybe loosely based on the source material, but not really. And the second is for probably one of the more famous ones of these films that I believe is like kind of a cult favorite for being really cheesy and so bad it's good, and it's entitled Cobra Woman, and not a horror movie, unfortunately. As great of a title as Cobra Woman sounds, it's an adventure film. So, but there is a cult. There's a cobra worshiping cult, so that's got to count for something. So, we're gonna get these 2 trailers for these films starring John Hall, who is playing Hobart, one of our baddies in tonight's chapter. And then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting conclusion of chapter 13 of The Clutching Hand. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Baghdad, city of temptation, home of fiery adventure, daring romance, turning 1,001 nights of story into 1,001 thrills, as ruler and rogue, slaver and sinner, fight for the forbidden Scheherazade.
Scheherazade, you shall not return to Baghdad now. You will ride with me beyond the river.
Behold this damsel. I have 90 dinars bid. Do I hear 100? See, gentlemen, I remove the veil.
You take your men and search every house in the city if need be. But find Scheherazade and bring her here.
They're off! They're off!
Arabian Nights, produced by Walter Wanger and starring John Hall, Maria Montez, Sabu, with Leif Erikson, Billy Gilbert, Shemp Howard, and the beauties of the harem. You'll thrill to the slave market, the torture rack, blazing battles, in a story rich and exotic as the East itself. now, my brother. You condemn me to the slow death. Yours shall be swift and sure.
King Cobra!
Montez, Queen of Technicolor. Twice as lovely, twice as exciting. Playing a dual role as twin sisters of the tropics, vying for love. One through power, the other through pleasure. See a greater Montez, venomous in hate, rapturous in love. A more daring John Hall, a rascally Sabu. With Lon Chaney, Edgar Barrier, Lois Collier, Mary Nash, and Coco. In a story containing all that you desire in romance and adventure. The horror of masses terrified by King Cobra. The thrill of sinuous beauties in the dance of the snakes.
You kissed me at the pool, remember?
Yes,
You knew me then,
I thought I did.
and you know me now.
Do you think you could find the place again if these men went with you?
Oh, no. They get lost. I get lost. Very useless.
Double the guards. I want every inch of the island searched until that girl and those strangers are found.
I, Martok, demand that these two strangers shall die in the manner devised by me and prescribed by our island custom.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for Arabian Nights and Cobra Woman.
Some exciting looking movies there.
Right? Yeah, and in Inglorious Technicolor. So
And some surprising names there. Lon Chaney.
Yeah,
with Coco the Chimp.
I mean, come on. I think nobody could match Coco's charisma. That was obvious in that one shot. You're just like, okay. Not even Lon Chaney can match that. As nice as it is, yeah, to see him pop up. Yeah, I mean, again, it's Universal, so you're gonna. There's some parallels to the horror movies in terms of actors and probably some of the sets and costumes and things, but those movies I think had much higher budgets than what the horror movies got for sure. Not that it was
And how about
much.
Shemp?
Oh, dude, not enough. I'm sure. I'm almost positive you can never have enough Shemp. I appreciate you bringing that up, Evan. Yeah, it's unfortunately we don't get enough. Thank you, old radios. Yeah, really. Never have too much Shemp. That's what. Always happy to see him pop up in something. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check out those movies at some point, I'm sure, or at least Cobra Woman. I'll get there eventually. But yeah, so John Hall was like a full-on star about 9-10 years after what we're watching tonight. So he had a pretty big career, and I mean,
did he play Craig Kennedy again?
No. He's
or excuse me, Who does he play?
He plays the bad guy that Craig Kennedy was chasing at the beginning, and then they've been talking about him, but honestly, we haven't like seen him. He was arguing with that one guy briefly, and then we haven't seen him since. So I feel like he's gonna pop up on this boat. I don't know. We'll see. No, our Craig Kennedy actor, he was never. This was the most that Jack Mulhall was ever a star, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. This was like the peak. Not the peak, but this was like kind of the last starring thing that I think he really got before he was just playing supporting and uncredited and bit roles. Whereas opposite, John Hall this was like at the start of his career. And so then it took off in the 40s, and then you kind of hit the skids in the 60s. We got some questions on that. We gotta get to our next trivia question. So if everybody's ready, then we're gonna go ahead and get our next trivia question. Right. Oh, and take it easy, Jenna. Enjoy your Friday, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, so if everybody's ready, go ahead. Get our third trivia question right now. Which famous band leader did Hall get into a public fistfight with? Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, Kay Kaiser, or Tommy Dorsey? Which famous band leader did Hall get into a public fistfight with? Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, Kay Kaiser, or Tommy Dorsey? So John Hall was kind of, he was kind of a, I don't know if he's like a Hollywood playboy, but I mean, he's certainly, I think, kind of got around in Hollywood. I mean, again, he was a star, so it's kind of,
When you're a star, it's okay to have a fist fight.
They let you do it. Yeah, I think this was put in all the papers, and it was became kind of a big deal.
What would you have done if when you saw Leo, he just came up and started throwing hands?
Ooh, I think, what does anybody do nowadays? Pull out your phone, right? That would be my first thought. Oh, I gotta get. Pull out your phone, get this on film. That would be
Nobody's gonna believe me.
But I mean, I don't know if that instinct comes from me as like, I need to capture this fight, or this actor is throwing punches. I have to get this on camera. I have to get the perfect angle. So Leo, can you do that again?
Yeah, I don't think the lighting was right. Can we?
All right, so give everybody 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. The answer was D, Tommy Dorsey. So yeah, it's it was a big tabloid thing that Tommy Dorsey found John Hall like embracing his wife while they were at some party, some Hollywood party. And so then Tommy Dorsey like punched him, and they were like got into a fight, and it was like a whole big thing that the tabloids ran away with. So
wow.
But I see that we got plenty of right answers on the board.
Yeah, good job to Sears and Ilana and Kathy. Climbing up, again, no change in the placement, but Ilana and Sears are very close for second place.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, everybody's been kind of like moving at different questions, like getting some right, getting some wrong, and so things are Things are interesting. I'll be interested to hear what the standings are after our final question. But we have to get through the rest of tonight's chapter of The Clutching Hand. And where we left off, the Clutching Hand was just giving orders to his henchmen that I believed involved going back to the ship that Craig Kennedy was briefly shanghaied on. So
yeah, the what was it? The Nellie?
The Nellie D.
The Nellie D.
The only reason I remember that it's something weird like that is because I'll never get over how weird it is to me in Twin Peaks: The Return how Naomi Watts' character is called Janie E. And it's like why are we putting a letter at the name? Can't we just call it, Jane? Why do we need this letter?
That's just what she goes by.
I don't know, man. It never rubbed me the right way. I don't know what it is. I'm just like,
maybe there was another, there's a Janie S in town, and so.
Well, that whole storyline, all the way they do the names bug me. Well, her, and then the fact that they called their son is called Sonny Jim, and they constantly call him Sonny Jim instead of just. I may be spoiling too much about Twin Peaks: The Return, but Evan and I have been going through a rewatch, and all I could think when I saw Nellie D was Janie E. And so it's got with seeing David Lynch's Tombstone earlier, I got Twin Peaks on the brain. I can't help it. Yeah. So
it's a stage name.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
You gotta add the letter.
But then if everybody just called him Michael B, and you're just supposed to know who Michael B is. It's like, all right. I guess. But yeah, we're going back to the boat.
Back to the boat.
So anything before we get back on the boat?
So wait, did we find out the name of that hotel? Was it the Harbor Hotel?
I think. Yeah. I think.
Okay. The Harbor Freight Hotel.
Yep, exactly. So
probably get a very reasonable rate there.
I would hope so. Yeah. I mean, can you get a rewards card? Can you get be a member? Well, Evan, and I'm at 41706.
Okay, hang on. Let me back up a few seconds. Okay.
All right. Evan's got it queued up, so we're going to get into the exciting conclusion of Chapter 13 right now.
Now, men, remember, you all know what you have to do. And don't shoot unless
He's bringing a posse in there?
All right. Take it.
That's bold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys?
Well, this place has got those saloon doors. You need a posse.
What? So the guy in the hat is John Hall.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! Immediately,
here we go again.
Come on, let's beat.
No, we didn't even build up to it. You just cut to a bunch of 30 people scrapping.
Sudden brawl.
I love it. It would just be better if everybody was screaming. Ah!
So, I guess in my defense, the two guys I got mixed up do have really similar names.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I didn't cut to the... Sorry. It was just on Evan.
You guys enjoying me watching the...
It's Evan. We are looking at Evan. Nice film, Evan. Hi, Evan. Evan, please describe.
So, it's really a shame. You guys are missing out. because this is.
Should I back up a little
crazy
bit?
right
I
now.
mean,
Yeah, why don't we back
sorry
up?
about that. That's my B. That's my B.
What did we say we were at for?
4-8. Let's go 4-18.
18.
4-17. Let's go 4-17. 23.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, here we go. Sorry about that, everybody. I knew there was something. I was like, I haven't done something. Something's not right. But I'm just looking at the YouTube thing and was pulling up my chat. And when I saw the chat, then I knew. It's a hockey game in there.
Yeah, sorry if I had known it was just me, I would have been trying to pantomime what was happening. A lot of this. A lot of this. How many fights have we seen in this room?
So many.
It's like half a dozen fights.
It's been nice, you know. I'm glad they have a
It has been
designated
nice.
space for it.
They do, yeah. This is like the Fight Club.
It is. God. Windmills are.
Most of the fights in this series have taken place in this room.
World Star. Yeah, old radio. World Star. Yeah, Craig, get him. Nice. I think that was Yakima.
And somebody always falls off.
It must have been fun.
Somebody here, Craig.
Falling into some
They're in
kind
the
of
room on the other side. Let's take a look.
mattress or something. Oh man, they made a getaway. Oh yeah, duh, they're on the boat. We gotta get to the boat.
Well, a wheelchair, eh?
Yeah, I love these fights, Joe Cola.
What's this? Cufflink? Yeah. Here's a cufflink.
Clue.
with the initial G on it.
I'll bet that stands for Geronda.
Geronda. Dr. Geronda, you're right, Jameson. His
What?
wheelchair, and he's been in this room.
What kind of detective are you,
Their
Craig?
initials on them. I mean, who wears cufflinks? But
Yeah, we've been in some secret passages in the bar before. Whoa. Oh yeah, slide. Hell yeah. Okay. What? That's a wild contraption.
You all right, Jameson?
Yeah, I'm all right. How about you?
Fine.
Hey, that's a very clever idea, that chute.
Yeah. It's no doubt constructed to run a wheelchair up and down.
I wouldn't doubt it.
What the hell? I don't know what it is, but I think for some reason I'm having trouble seeing Fresh's messages. If Fresh is in the chat right now. I don't know what it is. I can't see you, Fresh. I think everybody else can, so I don't know what's just on my end. But I'll figure it out.
Captain Hansen, too.
Oh, hi.
Just hanging out back here.
What happened, Sullivan? Well, I was watching the LED when the crew, aided by some new members, mutinied. Captain Hansen went up to try to stop him, and they came after him.
That was a
Tried to
matter
help
of
the captain.
time.
They conked me.
They all mutinied, but all of them. He was overpowered and thrown in a hole.
Say, Craig, just before the fight started, I heard the initials PG mentioned. PG? That must mean Paul Geronda.
Then LED is sailing with a new captain.
They've evidently got the doctor aboard. And if we're going to save him, we're going to have to hurry.
Well, how do we get out of here?
Well, that's the door they brought us down through.
You be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen to those steps. Oh, nope, they're fine. It's back with this ridiculous. I don't understand how he's working with the sea captain who was all but fine with Shanghaiing him earlier. He was bullying him. I guess Craig Kennedy was in a disguise then. He didn't know. It's the old captain. Quick, hide. Oh, no, they got their tough guys. Craig's gonna fight.
Even the sea captain's fighting.
15 other guys. Yeah, dude. Got to. Oh, my God. There's probably been more scrapping in this one episode than... This is crazy. I mean, you have to call it scrapping because, like, clearly, like, they can't actually... They're not actually going to hit each other. So it's just kind of like...
They're just, like, swinging at each other.
Yeah, they're just swinging, like, kind of, like, hitting each other's, like, soft spots with, like, you know... Just kind of a soft part of their hand, just kind of lightly tapping. Oh my God, no! That would be terrifying. Captain's getting his revenge. Ugh, that would suck. I also hate heights, so this would be terrifying. I wouldn't have made it up past like the 6th notch. Oh my God. Nice.
Wow.
Cool.
Oh, dang.
Would that burn your hands?
Probably.
Oh, Jesus. Can't get away from this guy. Nice. Got him. All right, Craig, what, you ran out of people to scrap with? Uh-oh. Dr. Geronda?
Dr. Geronda. I'm glad we're in time.
He's dead. Oh, maybe not. Maybe just since
It's
I'm
a
gonna
wax
come.
dummy.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
I'll get some help and we'll get you out of here.
He's being like as still as a corpse. My goodness.
I found Dr. Geronda. Sullivan.
Yes, I feel like we haven't had that in a while.
Sullivan. Jameson.
That's a pretty big hand.
It's
What
clutching him.
happened? The silent specter. Wow. Well, that was chapter 13 of The Clutching Hand. What did we think, Evan?
I mean, they did the thing. They clutched him right by the hand.
I think we got some good stuff tonight. We got some clutching.
Yeah.
We got some scrapping.
A lot of scrapping.
A lot of scrap. What more?
I mean,
got
hard to complain.
Yeah, got our fill in scraps tonight. My goodness. But it was nice. It was, and we were on the boat. We were kind of moving around. We were in the hotel. I mean, there's a lot going on.
I mean, Dr. Geronda is possibly... He was looking really, really still.
Yeah, he was. He did look possibly dead. No, what that's about, but yeah,
I'm not gonna get that gold.
No. I mean, again, unless his mistress has had not his mistress, his assistant has had this formula the whole time. I don't think she's his mistress. They didn't establish that early on, did they? I don't think so. But I know his assistant was really in the mix initially. And then in this episode, it seemed like she had something going on with Jameson. But Jameson's kind of been running around with all the ladies like the whole time. Up until,
Is that Watson?
Past couple chapters. I guess. I mean, something. Hey, my best friend is a world famous detective. It's that line just kills, I guess. But yeah, we kind of lost track again of John Hall. We saw him briefly running
Right.
out of the hotel, or I guess he went out the trap doors or whatever. And I don't know if he's on this boat. I don't know what his role in all this is. We don't know who do you think? Okay, honest question at this point: who do you think the Clutching Hand is?
Well,
I mean, because we're gonna know next week, but we maybe should have been asking this question the whole time, along.
Who even are our suspects? We've got our new guy. Do you think there's any possibility that one of the Gerondas is the hand?
Dr. Geronda?
One of them. Well, I guess. Okay, what's the assistant's name? I keep wanting to think that's his wife for some reason.
Not Miss Montgomery. Something, I don't know. It's
Whatever
with an
is.
M. Something with an M. I think, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she's behind it in some way. I don't know. We had early on, like people with Geronda's company. We had people like around them. We've had some other characters early on, but it kind of seems like, again, it's that serial thing of people just disappearing for chapters at a time, and you're like, wait, who even is this person? What was their deal? Oh yeah, they were in the first 2 chapters and we haven't seen them since, and then they're gonna come back in at the end. That's happened, actually. I think that happened with Undersea Kingdom. There was like the comic relief that was in the first chapter and then disappeared until chapter 10 or something like that.
Completely forget about it.
Yeah, so these serials, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. So you really don't know what character that we've probably seen at some point. They're gonna say this is the Clutching Hand. Here we go. This is Craig Kennedy's arch nemesis. But somebody's got to be the master of mind. And could it be the butler? Which I'm forgetting his name, and they've been yelling it so much, and I'm mad because I fully remembered it up to a point, and then tonight I've forgotten because they were yelling it. They get mad at him, and it was always funny to me. Now I can't remember. Dang it! It's really funny. I'll remember it in time for next week, but we're not quite done with tonight because we have one more trivia question to get. So, if everybody's ready, we are going to go ahead and get our final trivia question of the night. Right now. John Hall performed all of the following duties on The Beach Girls and the Monster except director, actor, writer, or editor. John Hall performed all of the following duties on The Beach Girls and the Monster except director, actor, writer, or editor. So, I don't know. Could he be the Clutching Hand? I don't think so. He seems like he's just more of a unsavory character.
Underling.
Yeah, just kind of an underworld underling. I don't know if he's actually a Clutching Hand henchman. I feel like he's kind of out on his own. I'm not sure.
Independent agent. What if it's one of the numbers?
It could be that. See, wouldn't that be kind of annoying though? Right? Like,
yeah.
It's like, wait, how would we have ever known it was actually number one this whole time? You know, I mean,
it's kind of like the ending of oh gosh, what was that one called? Where it was the radio operator.
Oh God, the Whispering Shadow.
Yeah, the Whispering Shadow with Empire ship.
Because that was so frustrating because I liked the Whispering Shadow, and then the fact that it was that guy was just kind of like, I just couldn't believe it. It's like, really? Like, this guy, this is the guy? And it was that guy. So, what are you gonna do? All right, we're gonna give you about 5 more seconds, and we'll put your pencils down. And the correct answer was C, writer. So he did not do any writing for the Beach Girls and the Monsters, but he was brought on to direct, star, and edit. And I believe he also was the cinematographer as well. He did a lot, but he did not write it. I believe the writer was the wife of the producer, and they approached John Hall, and, you know, he was like, oh, I'll only do this if I can direct. And they're like, okay, I guess. And he ended up doing a lot. So, yeah, Beach Girls and the Monster. Pretty good one. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out. We watched it. So it's on our YouTube channel. So you want to watch it along with us back in the day. You can find that. But, wait a second. Did I lose Evan? Evan, I lost you.
Alana and Kathy.
Sorry, Evan. We did. I'm sorry. You could not hear you. Okay. Like switch sources. I apologize.
Yeah, I cut out for a second. Am I back?
Yes, you're back. You're back.
Okay. So, congrats to.
Oh Oh, God, it cut out again, Evan. Hold on. I don't know. Jeez Louise. Hold on. Let me just... Okay, you're back. We're good.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry. Go
Are
ahead.
we good?
We're good. I promise.
Okay. Well, before I cut out again, congratulations to Alana and Kathy with those correct answers, and congratulations to Ilana and Joe Cola. They're both tied for first, which makes them co-champions of tonight.
What's
this evening.
What
With
are
108 points each.
So look at that. Didn't I say Alana was climbing up there? She was making her way up there, and
Yep, it can't be any closer.
wow, very nicely done. Okay, love to see it. What is the rest of the leaderboard looking like?
So at the top we have Joe Cola and Alana both with 108. Next is Sears with 96, Thomas with 75, Kathy with 69, Jack with 40, Fresh with 39, Lauren with 25, and Wayne with 9.
Okay, all right, pretty
Good
nice
job, everybody.
spread. Yeah, everybody's been killing it, and it's been fun to kind of watch the game develop over the weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be all wrapped up next week. You know, I could add a couple more questions if we want. I think last finale I might have added some. I'll maybe stick to 4. I don't know. We'll leave it a surprise. But you'll have one last opportunity to score some points, and we will crown a second Trivia of Terror champion. It may be the same person, but it will be our second champion. We'll see. Time will tell. We're looking forward to it. So next Thursday, we'll be wrapping up trivia, and again, the winner will help decide what we're going to be watching next season. And again, you could do what Alana did, where it's just kind of opened up a poll, or if you just want to choose something from our list of options, you can do that. Well, you're the winner. It's up. The choice is yours. So, looking forward to that, and again.
Oh yeah, good point. We need some tiebreakers for next week.
Good.
The only one.
Evan, thank you. Good call.
Thank you, Alana, for bringing that up.
Oh, Alana. Okay. I've been terrible looking to chat today. Yes, Alana, thank you. Last time I was kicking myself so hard for not thinking that it could come down to a tie. And look, we've got a tie tonight. So we could very easily end up there next week. So I'll be ready. Thank you. I'll be prepared this time. But one more week, and until then, we got plenty of good stuff for you. Of course, tomorrow night, gonna be getting into our 9th film, our next to last film of the season, and this is in celebration of Black History Month, because we've got a 1934 race film entitled Drums of Voodoo, which is based on a play written by a Black playwright who also acts in the film, and it's got a majority Black cast. So it's 6 years before Son of Ngagi, which was kind of one of the first true horror films with an all Black cast. This actually comes a little bit before it, but I mean, you could argue maybe it's not straight horror, but it does involve voodoo. And I will say that this is one of the first times where voodoo is kind of portrayed in a more sympathetic light, let's say. It's not kind of made out to be this thing that's being used to make zombies and
I read the the synopsis, just like the quick plot synopsis, and it sounds like a really interesting movie.
Yeah, it does. It really gets into like aspects of Black life in the United States at the time, and just kind of deals with an interesting like clashes in a small community, and like between forces of religion, and I don't know. It's just it definitely seems interesting. So I think we're gonna have fun with it. And of course, as always, Evan pairs a delicious cocktail to go with the evening's film in a little segment which he calls
what were you drinking?
And what are we gonna be drinking tomorrow night, Evan?
So all season we've been revisiting some recipes that we've had on the show previously, and tomorrow we're going to be visiting. I'll have to remind myself which movie this came from. This might have been from another voodoo movie, but we're going to be revisiting the Shrunken Skull, which pretty straightforward recipe. It's 2 varieties of rum, lime juice, and grenadine, each in equal 1:1:1:1 proportion. But I thought, what we could do to kick this up is we're gonna make our own grenadine. I've just been using we don't use grenadine that much on the show. We use it every now and then. But usually I just use the store-bought stuff. But we're gonna make our own tomorrow, and I think it should really add something to this recipe. It's I love a good tiki drink. If you've watched the show, you'll know we really do enjoy our good, like a good tiki drink. So I'm looking forward to this. Should be interesting movie, tasty drink. Good night. Garrett, I can't hear you.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you, Evan.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Gremlins. But yes, no. Thank you. I'm looking forward to that tonight, tomorrow night. And again, hopefully you can all join us tomorrow night for that. And we're, we're going to have our Saturday night shocker on Saturday. Got a little ghost story triple feature queued up. And Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, got a little, our 3rd annual Supernatural Bowl. And, last year we did a collection of Supernatural episodes of some of the different TV shows that we've watched in the past. So I'm keeping that this year, and we got a pretty good lineup.
I can't believe I forgot it was Super Bowl Sunday. I was at the grocery store earlier today, and I was like, sure are a lot of football cakes here.
Right, you're like, what is it? Why are football is reaching a fever pitch right now. I don't get it. What is this about?
Like wow, chips and soda. It's all super on sale right now.
I'm just seeing that word everywhere. Super. Why's everything so super right now?
Cases of beer and peanuts. And
you got to get ready for your superb owl party.
Ooh.
If you have any fans of What We Do in the Shadows, that's what they call it, the superb owl. I really enjoyed this little collection of episodes. It's some pretty good little supernatural stories for you guys. I think you're gonna enjoy it. If you're looking for some counter programming, if you're not a football fan and you're looking for some alternative programming, then there you go. You got that.
You got your back
on Sunday, and then we have our Valentine's Day special coming up Friday. It's our Friday the 13th special, but the next day's Valentine's Day. So we're getting into the spirit. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So a lot of good stuff coming up for you in the next couple weeks. So hopefully you guys can all be there to enjoy that. But we appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Why is Evan disappearing right as we're going into the closeout? Sorry, Evan. This day dropped you. We got you back.
We're chugging right into the end here.
Right into it. Yeah, it's
right into the end zone.
Gremlins are gonna go right to the end credits. But appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight, and again, thanks for hanging out and enjoying Alana's regaling us on her trip to LA. It was awesome. It was awesome to hear and see those pictures, and we appreciate her sharing all that with us. So thanks for being here, Alana, and for killing it at trivia tonight. Very nicely done. Of course, Sears and Kathy, Old Radios, Lauren, Joe Cola, Thomas. We've had Jack Doobie, of course. We had James and William and Tom O. Fresh was in here. And we had... I think I'm forgetting anybody, but if I'm forgetting anybody... appreciate you all. Oh, Jenna was in here. Duh. Really appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging out. We got one more episode of Clutching Hand. 2 more chapters, 1 more episode to go. So hopefully you can all be here for that next week. But until tomorrow, or wait, well, anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
Yeah, I think if I hear any bumps in the night tonight, I'm just gonna automatically assume the ghost of Bela.
We deserve it. We would definitely deserve it. We'll have to, Evan, you're gonna have to get proof. Well, hopefully you can be ready to talk.
My EMF meter.
Well, until tomorrow night, sweet screams, everybody.
And to all a good fright.